Today's mission is fueled by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, viewers like you, the National Endowment for Children's Educational Television, and
Delta Airlines. Because learning about geography is a great way for kids to learn about each other, no matter where they hang their hats. Delta Airlines, on top of the world.
Darn. I hate filling out tax forms. I never know what to put for my occupation. I know. With one theft, I'll withhold a famous event and deduct the history of taxation in the U.S. Jacqueline Hyde, report.
Did you want to have a little chat, Carmen?
Not exactly. I'm sending you through the time port to Boston in the year 1773. There's something very special I want you to steal.
But Carmen, I don't steal. Much! You name it, I'll swipe it.
Good. This info beam will give you all the details. Now get going.
time pilots. Jacqueline Hyde just stole something from the past. You've got 28 minutes to get it back or history will change forever. Initiate chrono skimmer launch sequence. Boot up the chrono computer. Power up the engines. Extend the temporal sequencer. Now, get going!
We're on the case and we're chasing her through history. Chrono skimmer, engines hot, vile villains, evil plot. Our brave squadron leader will help us defeat her and bring back the loot to its rightful place in time. Tell me where in time is Carmen Sandiego. Stop her crime and solve this mystery. Tell me where in time is Carmen Sandiego. We're on the case and we're chasing her through history.
And here's the time pilot squadron leader, Kevin Shinnick.
Hey, welcome aboard, everybody. Want you to hang on tight because we've got a very big mission, but very little time. So let's meet today's time pilots, starting with Kristen Bellissimo. Come on, Kristen, nice to see you. And Emma Barada. Emma, thanks for joining the squadron. And Igor Baczynski. Come on, Igor. Nice to see you, pal. All right, time pilots. Just so you know, we depend on fact fuel to power the chrono skimmer, and you guys will be generating that fuel with your answers. Now, each of you is equipped with 100 power points. Let's check in with the chrono skimmer engine crew. All right. Couldn't leave home without them. And since they look ready and raring to go, let's begin our pursuit of Jacqueline Hyde. Chief, what's our mission profile?
Squadron, your time target is 1773. Destination, Boston, Massachusetts. Back then, American colonists wanted the right to tax themselves instead of being taxed by Britain. They also objected to laws that forced them to trade only with British merchants. Things came to a head in 1773 when colonists, disguised as Mohawk Indians, boarded 3 British ships and dumped their cargo into Boston Harbor. This protest became a symbol of colonial resistance to the British, or so history told us, until now, when Jacqueline Hyde went back in time and carted off the cargo.
Thanks for the lowdown, Chief. All right, pilots, for 10 power points, what did Jacqueline Hyde steal? Was it beans, tea, or coffee? Remembering the clues we just heard. The year, 1773. Cargo dumped into Boston Harbor, and symbol of colonial resistance. All right, guys, everybody's buzzed in. Great. Kristen, what did you say?
I said tea.
All right, Emma?
Tea.
And Igor?
Tea.
You know what, guys? Answer is tea. Very nice. 10 points for everybody. I like to start off like that. Very good. And now we know what we're looking for. And if one of you today can retrieve that loot and capture Carmen Sandiego, you'll win a complete multimedia computer system. So, let's get moving, shall we? Engine room, let's warp to the time of the crime. All right, pilots, we made it back to the year 1773. Right now, wait a second, guys. Something's wrong. That last warp used up all our fact fuel. We need to refuel with a data boost. All right, time pilots, I'll name something. Your job, buzz in and tell me whether in the year 1773 it existed or did not exist. If you're right, you get 5 power points. If you're wrong, you lose 5, okay? Remember, existed or did not exist in the year 1773. Here we go. State police departments in the U.S. What do you guys say? Going to Kristen.
Did not exist.
They did not exist, correct. There weren't any states in 1773, so there's that. Magazines. Going again to Kristen.
Did not exist.
Actually, they existed. One of the first magazines was a German publication issued in 1663. How about Braille writing system for the blind? Going again to Kristen.
Did not exist.
Correct. Louis Braille was just 15 when he invented it in 1824. Boxing. Yes, going to Emma.
Did not exist.
Actually, it existed. Dates back to around 1500 BC. How about the United Nations? Going again to Emma.
That did not exist.
No, it did not. It was established in 1945. Very nice. Let's see how well we did. Kristen has 115 power points. Emma has 110, and Igor also has 110. That's a great job, Squadron, because you replenished our fact fuel. And just a reminder, all our fact fuel is verified by Encyclopedia Britannica. Now let's continue our mission here in the year 1773. All right, wait a second, guys. We're picking up a transmission from the trans-time signal monitor. Let's check what it is. It's Jekyll and Hyde reporting to Carmen. Watch the view screen.
Carmen, I'm in a time when people actually want a federal income tax. That's a tax on money you earn. Income taxes helped pay for the Civil War, but later on they were declared unconstitutional. That court decision made citizens mad. They thought the ruling favored rich people because at first, income taxes were mainly paid by the wealthy. So Congress is passing the 16th Amendment, which makes federal income tax legal. And just in time, too. World War I is coming, and wars are expensive. Ha! What losers! By the end of World War II, some people will pay 94 cents in tax on every dollar they make. Hey, Carmen, even we'd give them a better deal than that. Ha, ha, ha!
All right, guys, we're lucky we heard that. So, pilots, where in time is Jekyll and Hyde? 1913, 1932, or 1946? Remembering the clues we just heard. After the U.S. Civil War, before the start of World War I, and Congress passes 16th Amendment allowing federal income tax. All right, guys, look, everybody's buzzed in. You guys are wonderful. Kristen, what did you say?
I said 1913.
All right, Emma?
1946.
And Igor?
1913.
All right, correct answer is 1913. 10 points for Kristen and Igor. You know, pilots, the 16th Amendment helped establish income tax as a regular part of American life. But life will be a whole lot different if history is erased. So engine room, let's warp to 1913.
Hey, time pilots, catch!
Pilots, we made it back to 1913, but Jekyll and Hyde has neutralized our fact fuel. It's time for another data boost. All right, time pilots, I'll name an item. Your job, buzz in and tell me whether in 1913 that item cost about 5 cents, about $5, or did not exist. If you're right, you get 5 power points. If you're wrong, you lose 5. All prices come from the Sears and Roebuck catalog of 1913. Here, remember, about 5 cents, about $5, or did not exist. Here we go. Pack of crayons. Going to Igor.
Did not exist.
Actually, they cost around 5 cents back then. Portable folding bathtub. What do you guys say? Yes, Kristen.
Around $5?
Yes, it is, around $5. Disposable razor. Going again to Kristen.
Did not exist.
Correct. Not introduced until 1975. Very good. Ticket to a drive-in movie. Going to Emma.
Around 5 cents?
Believe it or not, that did not exist. First drive-in movie theater opened in 1933. A baseball. Going to Kristen.
Around 5 cents?
Yes, around 5 cents. Very nice. Let's see how well we did. Kristen leading the way with 140 PowerPoints. Emma with 105, and Igor with 115. Very nice job, pilots. We've replenished our fact fuel, and that means we're ready for time travel from the year 1913. So now, hey, we're in luck today, guys. It's a clue finder. Locked onto someone from the future. Let's bring them on board and see if they can help us.
What the? Say, this is some spread.
Who are you?
Who am I? The biggest crime boss in Chicago, that's who. You could call me Scarface.
Okay.
But I don't suggest it.
Okay.
Listen, I'm taking over this joint, see? So from now on, you take orders from me.
Yeah, but I'm the squadron leader.
Keep an eye out for the coppers. You, start printing up fake dough. You, whip up some crudités. I'm starving.
Look, I think you better go back to where you came from.
Back to Chicago in 1931? Not on your life. I just got 11 years in the slammer. You know what for?
Gambling, bootlegging, or masterminding the St. Valentine's Day Massacre?
Yeah, I did all those things, sure. But the feds could never make the charges stick. Oh. So what'd they get me on? Tax evasion.
Tax evasion, wow. What does that mean?
It means I never paid income tax on all the illegal dough I earned.
Oh.
Well, of course I didn't. You know what the taxes would be on nearly 100 million bucks?
Oh, sure. I mean, that was 100, carry the... That's a lot of money.
Exactly. Oh, it makes me so mad. In fact, I think I'll go back there and give Elliot Ness a piece of my mind right now.
Oh, good idea. Go, yeah. Okay, guys, I'm composed, you know, squadron leader, happy to be here. All right, pilots, we now know where in time Jacqueline is hiding. Tell me the name of the famous crook who just gave us those clues. Is he Jesse James, Al Capone, or Butch Cassidy? Remembering the clues we just heard. Chicago in 1931, crime boss nicknamed Scarface, and convicted of tax evasion. All right, Kristen, what did you say?
I said Al Capone.
Al Capone. All right, Emma?
Al Capone.
All righty, and Igor?
Al Capone.
3 Al Capones. Correct answer is Al Capone. Very nice, 10 points for everybody. Glad you guys recognized him. You know, pilots, by convicting Al Capone, the government used tax laws in a new way to fight crime. But those laws may never exist if we don't get back the Boston tea. So let's warp to 1931. All right, pilots, we followed Jacqueline Hyde to the year 1931, but she's about to do some globe hopping in the 1930s. So it's time for global pursuit. Grab your controls. Watch the globe on your screen and buzz in when you think you know the answer. If you're right, you get 5 PowerPoints. If you're wrong, you lose 5, okay? Remember, we're in the 1930s. Here we go. She's in the country where Mahatma Gandhi is signing an agreement with the British Viceroy. Going to Kristen.
India?
Correct. Then Hyde hopped to the city where the Chrysler Building opens as the world's tallest building. Going to Emma.
New York.
Correct. The Empire State Building opened just a few months later and was 202 feet taller. Hyde's in the nation whose French colonial government condemns revolutionary leader Ho Chi Minh to death. Going to Kristen.
Vietnam?
Correct. Minh was a communist who later became the leader of Vietnam. She's delivering herself to the place where Mikhail Gorbachev is born. Going to Emma.
Russia?
Correct, Russia. Very nice, guys. Let's see how we did. Kristen has 160 PowerPoints. Emma has 125, and Igor also has 125. That's the good news, guys. But we also got a tough break, because I just found out that Jacqueline Hyde just skipped out of Russia right before we got there. So, wait a second, guys. Again, we're in luck. That's the clue finder. This time it's locked on to the elephant guy. Watch the view screen. How's it going, guy?
I just ran through the United States, where people are angry with the Republican president. It started 2 years ago when he ran for the office after serving as Reagan's vice president. During his campaign, he pledged, read my lips, no new taxes. Folks believed his promise then, but now times have changed. Faced with a recession, the president just announced a tax increase. So his opponents are reminding people that he broke